Let's talk today about audiences. So I'm talking about those people who want to hear from you, people who have given you permission to send them messages that they anticipate and they want to hear. So this could be things like YouTube subscribers, it could be followers on a different platform like Instagram or even Twitch. But generally, just people who are your audience, people who want to hear from you. Not your target audience, not people you are going out and spending money in order to send messages to, but people who are anticipating and voluntarily want to hear from you. And it seems like a lot of successful people have built audiences. So people who have done well for themselves typically have followers who want to learn from that, emulate it, and beget that success for themselves. So the question is, and also that audiences tend to perpetuate that person's success, that the audience members are the ones purchasing something that the person develops, that the person is associated, and so on and so forth. The rich get richer. So the question becomes, when do we start building the audience? How do we build the audience? Do we have to get the success first, or should we build an audience in order to let them bring us success? And therein lies the chicken and the egg problem. And what I've noticed, I've seen both sides where people start off by trying to get success and using that success as a lever to build an audience, or vice versa, where they focus on building an audience and they use that to later springboard them into their definition of success. And it can go both ways. But what defines both is that both start off with an idea of doing something better, an idea of creating content in a different way. So for example, in success, you could think of ideas like the idea to bring electronic vehicles into the mass market, or an idea of building an audience with like Mr. Beast, creating unique content for the people to consume. Whatever it is, it starts off with an idea. And I'm advocating for an approach where we can build both simultaneously, because both play off of each other. The successes that you'll see from having a better idea that aligns more deeply with the people you seek to serve is going to help you build an audience, and the audience that you build by sharing that idea, by helping others also engage with that idea, is going to help with your future success as well. So the people who do it best are not only focusing on success, or focusing on building an audience, they're doing both. They're building an audience and they're using that to leverage their mission, and they're using their mission to perpetuate the word of mouth. So I think the default approach right now is for people to go for their definition of success, which is great and all, but it can be much easier and a much faster journey if you do the work of also building an audience as well. So how do you build an audience? And it starts off by understanding that who it's for, the people you seek to serve, have a certain desired feeling, that they engage with you, they engage with your services, they engage with your product because they want to achieve a desired feeling. And the process, I think, is to go and discover ideas that make that better, whether it's by learning from other people, finding a mentor, reading books, or taking courses, whatever that might be, even just living experience and figuring it out for yourself, to develop an idea. And that becomes the foundation for something that you can share with the people in order to get them closer to that desired feeling, which is whatever that might be. So, and then once you do that, obviously to create the platform for them to follow you, create something where they can follow you, where you have access to them, that is something that is not easily revoked. So if YouTube was more volatile, if competitors could put fake copyright strikes on you and take down your channel, which does happen in rare cases, but for the most part it doesn't, to look for a stable platform where you can speak to your audience is going to be very valuable. And to have a cadence of creating content that helps these people and to align with them and help them achieve their feeling, basically. while doing the work that you seek to do for yourself, the mission that you seek to accomplish. And what you'll notice is by engaging and working with the audience itself, it helps your actual mission, not just because of the people who engage with you as followers, quote unquote, but because when you're out there doing the sharing of the idea that is also going to help your mission and help give you an edge when it comes to the actual execution of that mission, the process of sharing, of organizing your thoughts, of researching more material is only going to make your actual strategy for accomplishing your mission stronger as well as the followers, as well as the benefits that you get from the followers. So building audiences isn't something that is only available to people who have achieved a certain level of success. That if you're a physical trainer and you come across a better way of doing things and you just know because of your education, let's say you're not a Mr. Olympiad and you're not the strongest or the best version of yourself yet, but the strategies and the ideas that you develop are still worthwhile, and they're worth sharing, and they're worth helping other people with. So as you go out and apply that idea to yourself and start building it in your own way, because it's going to take time. Anything significant is going to take time. And so while you're in that process of developing that, you're also out there sharing your ideas, improving your idea, thereby making your ability to accomplish that mission even better. You develop an audience who are there to not only support you emotionally and maybe even financially, but as students, you as the teacher get to develop a clearer understanding for yourself as well. So this is one of the reasons why it's so important that whatever it is that you do, you start to do the work of building an audience, to share your ideas of how things can be better, because it's going to improve your ideas, and those ideas are ultimately going to translate into success in terms of what change you seek to bring about in the world. And the people who follow you and learn from you as a result are also going to be the ones who are supporting you. So this is, I think, the new approach that is only recently available to us because of the advent of the internet, of our ability to communicate. Like, imagine if YouTube wasn't around, imagine if texting and cell phones weren't around. It would be very costly to build an audience. But now this is something that's available to everyone, and this is really a superpower that I think everyone should be leaning into. So hopefully that was helpful. Hopefully you start building your audience today. That being said, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one.